I made it on time, almost at least, except I said I was going to be an hour late, and then I'm not an hour late. Is that? And then if I show up 10 minutes before the hour late, am I then on time? Am I too early, or am I still 50 minutes too late? 45 minutes too late. 45 minutes. I'm here, and it's a bit of Satisfactory in the background. I thought it was okay for me to show up a bit late today because I'm going to throw another stream at you tomorrow. I was planning on taking either Tuesday or Wednesday off, and then it turns out that I could still have a stream today, but just a little later, and then tomorrow will probably be at the regular time. So we have some more desync tomorrow, because I still feel that we have some more stuff to do in desync and some more stuff to explore and discover. And definitely, I think we've sort of gotten to a better point with that game. Let's see if there's new stuff on Patreon. Ooh, yes, new stuff on Patreon. Thank you, new patrons, and thank you for the pledge. A couple of new protectors of the path, which is nice. Maybe some decent blueprints. We should also just throw some Satisfactory. We should probably throw some more Satisfactory blueprints out there. I don't know. I feel that the value of the Satisfactory blueprint is really high, but they haven't really been very successful on YouTube, surprisingly. But they are serving us well here on the tube. So we're working on nuclear power, and we need to figure out how to get there. I mean, we're almost there, like almost. Yeah, except we're missing everything. So we missed the electromagnetic rods. We missed the. Oh yeah, we need batteries. We need. Oh, it's gonna be a long one. Almost there. Like it's like when we do coding, when the first 95% takes about 50% of the time, and the last 5% takes the other 50% of the time. Yeah. I think we stamped down the blueprints for the batteries. We just didn't do all the stuff. Yeah, gonna be a big building, yeah. Yeah, so I think we have to start with batteries and get those going so we can get the drones going, so we can get sulfur inbound and uranium inbound, and then once we have that, we can start getting all the stuff up to the right level and see if we can actually support it. I think there was also something else that we ran out of where we were like, oh no, that means we need another copper build or another iron build or another something. Yeah, so there's definitely some work there. Hello, Pantex. Good to see you. Yeah. The rest of the week, super exciting stuff. The first 90% takes 90% of the time. Last 10% takes another 90% of the time. Yeah, probably true. We need sulfur to make batteries, to power drones, to bring sulfur to make batteries. Yeah, well, actually, it's two different sulfur locations. The sulfur for the batteries is the one that's nearby, right below our factory. But the other one is the one that's further away is the drone one for nuclear. So it would have been a little bit of a chicken and egg situation, but it's okay. Yeah. So honestly, I'm really looking forward to Icarus and Armored Core. I am muting my expectations deliberately because it could be a game that's just not really something we can play here on the channel, because it's just too frantic and too hectic and too combat oriented. But Icarus is definitely something we can play. So if you are a moderator and or a Templar of the Path, then you will be allowed to. You will have the opportunity to join us for that stream in the game. We'll play it as multiplayer and then just play those missions ourselves. So yeah, Hilda's Crest released in Valheim today. Yeah, but it's too small of a thing for me to return to Valheim. I rather want to just come back for Ashlands. It's kind of how I want to. What are they doing, the kitties? Not worth it for a new play. No, absolutely not. But it's nice to know. Thank you for for sharing that. Starfield, I have plans that we will be playing Starfield, and I don't know how it's gonna be, because I really hope that it's a game they can just get lost in, and that would be so awesome if we could just have a game that we can just dive in, get lost, and play as much as we want to and like. But I think it's gonna have something that just makes me like, ugh. Whether that's too much reading, or whether it's too much voice acting, or too much of a grind. I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird to know, because Valheim and Icarus are games that I absolutely adore, and they are super grindy and not really factory building games. So lost in since I finished Horizon. Yeah, I couldn't play that. I disliked Horizon Zero Dawn, or Frozen West. It was just too much useless, irrelevant talking between useless, irrelevant NPCs that I didn't care about, and they just kept talking. So I don't want. Fallout 4 in space. The thing is, if it's Fallout 4 in space, now it could be even better. It could be Fallout 3 in space, but even Fallout 4 in space would be amazing. But that's like, is it? I mean, it could also be said it could be Skyrim in space. I skipped a lot of dialogue in Horizon, but really enjoyed the rest. Yeah, but then if I start skipping the dialogue, then I've also just made a decision that I don't care. And then I don't care about any of it. And it sort of spreads out. And New Vegas in space. Yeah, New Vegas was really good. I loved it. New Vegas was really... I think the atmosphere in Fallout 1, 2, 3, and New Vegas, exceptional. Fallout 4 was like... I don't know what, but it was more of the same, but I wanted more of the same, but it was just more of the same, and there's something about Fallout 4 that I didn't love. How many games is just like something in space? Space Invaders, but in space. Yeah, that's kind of how it is. Factorio in space, called space exploration. Tetris in space. Yes, Starfield in space. No Man's Sky in space. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we can just say in space. But yeah. Nope, no command for Starfield. You're welcome to make one. So I'm looking forward to Starfield. I hope there is a okay, how would it be good? It would be good if it's slow rolling. How do I... Okay, so Elden Ring, you just drop into the game. You have no clue what's going on. You know you've seen a few cutscenes, and you're just there. It's gameplay from day one. You meet Varus, whatever, annoying guy, and you get a boss, and then you sort of get a little bit at a time, and you play more than sort of get spoon-fed the plot. And I feel that a lot of current games are just oversaturating the experience. It's just too much hand-holding. It's a delicate balance, because getting completely lost in a new game is also not cool. But I don't know, if there's like one thing that is being presented to us, and then we sort of get a bit into that thing, and then it starts sort of leaving tendrils out in different places, then I like it. If it's, hello, welcome to Quest Hub, I am NPC Man, here's a quest for you, hello, and it's like, okay, well, wow, we're just playing WoW now. It's just WoW in space. So yeah, it's I want this story to sort of be something that evolves gradually, and exploration, and go to a place, and then we discover a little clue about how the world is constructed and what is the world about. Outer Worlds in space. Oh, Outer Worlds is the worst example of that. It was just basically reading a course. It was a literature club. It was just, everything was just like, oh, click this thing and read a long dialogue. It was, yeah, I abandoned that because I just realized that I was doing nothing but reading. And if I wasn't reading it, I missed out on the plot. So I think more games are overdoing it than underdoing it when it comes to story elements. Let's just, what games across genres did really well on pacing of the story? I'll go first. I liked Ixion. That was Darkest Dungeon. Darkest Dungeon does it really well. You barely have any clue what's going on, but you being told random stuff once you start a new game, and then that's it. You get like a little bit of lore dump every 4 hours. I like that. Like StarCraft is, you get it. It's pretty linear. I liked Ixion because there was always this sense of that. Yeah, Ixion did it really well, like exceptionally well. There was the main story, and then you just heard a little snippet about sort of this faction, and I was like, that's weird. But you also knew that it was not the time to investigate it. But I'll keep that in mind. That's interesting. What are these monkeys? What is this faction? Right? And you sort of gradually you have one mission, and then there's a little thing out there, little tendrils leading out. Not like, here's a quest hub. This is the main quest. These are the 7 side quests. Go do the side quest before continuing to main quest because you're a gamer after all. So, Divinity Original Sin, never played it, so couldn't say if I agree with that or not. Like Icarus, for example, is doing it too little. We have no freaking clue what's going on in that world, and we played a lot of hours on it. I think games like God of War is, especially God of War 2, is very much spoon-feeding the plot. And the stuff that you don't know is because you're not supposed to know. Like there's no way of knowing it. There's no way of sort of seeing how it pans out. Yeah, so that's just, oh, we go to the hideout and then we get a lore dump of 10 minutes, and then because everyone has to say something, and then we can progress with the story. That's too much. Doom Eternal actually did really well because that's a complicated story, and I wanted to read the small snippets of lore in between the cutscenes because I was curious, and it was like 10 words, 10 little text you could read, so it felt good to read it. But when it's hundreds of little snippets you need to read, then I don't read all the item descriptions in Elden Ring either. Probably only one person that does that. Looking for a while. Yeah, Mass Effect, Half-Life, I completely missed those. Let's list all the games I had never played. And when those came out, I was a Blizzard fanboy, so kind of missed out on a lot of other good things. Let's see, what else? What other games? Valheim is also basically no plot, which I think is a little bit too little plot. I'd like there to be a little more plot in Valheim. Factorio could also do with a little bit more plot. A little bit more. Satisfactory, I think there's going to be a really good plot. It's just not there yet. But I think it's going to be fun to play it when there's a story element to it, and oh, build this, and oh, come and fix it. Corporate wants you to produce this much, or find this, or recover that, and like, oh, it's going to be awesome. I don't know if that's going to be like a linear story, or it's more going to be objective based, or how it's going to pan out, but it's going to be interesting if it ever completes. So, speaking of Satisfactory, should we load up the game and see what it has to offer for us? Love how X series games are Presenting the story. In X4, there are many references to world's history, but they're not intrusive, and player could just not care about them, but can see interesting things and search its story. Yeah, I don't know that at all, so well done. Another game I've never played. XCOM. Then now you're saying something with X. Then I was thinking XCOM, and I thought, you know what? XCOM is actually a good example of a game that I like the pacing. What? How's... Oh, okay. It is here. It's here. Cool. There. I like the pacing. You find something. There is like main mission, and then there are sort of small side missions, and it works. That's a great view. Thank you. We were talking about the bus last time. And, well, I think we have to acknowledge what it is we want to do. Ow. Really? Ah! This is why you need to have a level 3 hype train, so this doesn't happen. Well, I didn't want to go there anyway. I wanted to go this way. Well, there's a bit of screen tearing. Weird. So I think the one here that is not turned on is the one we reserved for batteries. And then we started figuring out what the batteries would require. Ah, really? Let's see. Classic batteries. So classic. Sulfur. Alkyd aluminium, plastic, and wire. So copper and copper inbound for this. And then copper, aluminium, plastic, and sulfur. Those are the 4 items we need inbound for this to be a raving success. So, what do we have? This is going to be the alkyd aluminium shell. There. Yeah. Probably don't have enough plastic. Oh, really? Is it hungry for plastic? This will be wire. Oops, let's hook it up first. Okay, so let's start with getting some power here.
Another loyal devotee.
Thank you. Another loyal devotee. Always nice to see loyal devotees. And it's a new Protector of the Path. There have been quite a few Protectors of the Path joining this month, and I guess it's because of the desync. All the cool blueprints that are available. So that's pretty cool to see, like, there is a connection between the content I make and the impact it has on patronage, which is nice. So thank you and welcome. Probably don't have enough plastic or carbon. Yeah, well, aside from all the stuff we don't have enough of, then I think we have enough of everything. And this is from here. Yeah. There. And yes, 30 of those. That's pretty decent. So now we have power everywhere, and that's why we can float so well.
A new subscriber
Noma, thank you for the
arrives.
prime,
It
and
fills
welcome.
you with determination.
So sulfur is not going to be a problem. Alkali aluminium shell is not a problem. Let's say this is going to be, how many do we have? 4. Okay, so we multiply this by 4. That's 52.5, that's times 2, that's 105, 210, and divided by 3, that's 70 iron ingots here. So this is 70 iron ingots, not a problem. Plastic is 240. Okay. This one is divided by 2, so that is 45 plus the... Oh, right. 45, 90, 180 plus the 70. That's 250. So I need 250 copper inbound. That's probably a little more than I have available. So more plastic, maybe. Let's try and guess where the plastic is going. Where do we have plastic? I think the only thing that uses plastic is the computer build, right? No. So what is actually using plastic? I don't know. Hello, good evening, welcome. Thank you for your prime. So you're saying you are several streams in a row looking at your copper in fear and switches to other things. All right, well, I mean, if that pattern of denial has been working for me for so long, then I don't see a reason why not to continue. I mean, if denial has worked as a strategy, then I don't see why we would abandon it. And that is your advice as a prospective therapist. So you think we have enough plastic? We have 400 plastic. So that should not be a problem. Cool. Plastic is good. So now is the winter of our discontent, or copper. Alright, let's just make copper then. It's that simple. What? Oh, right, it has to be, it's even lower ground, so no worries. So I'm just gonna build this. And then just wish it away. See, we have plenty of copper. Not a problem at all. Oh, I hate this. Yeah. So let's see, what are we building? We're building basically the same build as the other ones. So Q, that will be a starter factory. Then it'll be some generic smelters, that's 3 of those. And then it'll be a finisher with 2 big storage, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, yes. That's the start. One, 2, 3, 4. And then we need to top up on all the good stuff here. What do we have? What do we not have? Quartz crystals. Everything else is in the starter area. Where do we leave our car? Maybe here? So we start by making a copper build. We could also do moist copper, but that's just... Ugh. No moist copper. And... Nope, not you. That one. And oh, hold on. It gets more than this because I also need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6? Or is it 7? Okay, that was a long autosave. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is so weird how some of these are turned off. They are powered, but they're just decided to be turned off. Little buggerino there. Quick wire. We are doing nuclear to have power, but we already have enough power. Yeah, but we won't continue to have enough power. Oh, no. Oh, even more no. Crap. Why do you suck? Oh, that sucks. Well, that's a problem. And it's even overloaded already. That's less than ideal. How are we doing here? This is 22.5. Okay. 67, 67. Okay, so 67 plus 67 is 135 plus 90 is 225 times 2, that's 450. So I'm getting 450 inbound. Why are we not getting more inbound? Oh, because it's coming in on the truck, and the truck is not supporting more. What's the large scale layout? Is everything interesting in the giant pyramid or the multi? There's only one giant pyramid. Yeah, this is not working very well. Where's the vehicle though? It'd be nice if it had names. Hey, this is our vehicle. Damn. There can only be one. They chop each other's heads off if there's more than one. Well, here, this one. Let's see if that's our coming in. Nope, it's not. So the other one is actually heading out to get more. And it's still empty. So let's see how much it says we can actually build here. Or 12 stacks per minute. 667 items per minute. That should be plenty. Truck station is not connected at all. What do you mean it's not connected at all? It's a belt. It's just an empty belt. But if it comes in at 667, then I should have a full inventory here. But I don't. So something is amiss. Oscillators. I'm gonna wait for you. I have to wait for that one to come in. Oh, it's driving back with a lot of stuff. I wonder if it's just wrong. It might very well be wrong. Yeah. So let's have a look at this one. If it's full, what do we know? Not really anything. If it's not full, what do we know? Not really anything. Well, if it's not full, then it's lying to us, the transfer rate. I see some wheels coming. Let's see if the wheels also get the rest of the vehicle attached. I'm gonna just do the deconstruct. Oh, not gonna deconstruct. If it's true, yes. Well, that's a mildly surprising. That was certainly not what I expect. Because it's not even from here it comes in. It comes in from the other side. I'm an idiot. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. This is not gonna last very long. 468 per minute now. That's less. Alright, so we honestly we honestly don't know if it's one problem or the other. Oof. Do I have some? Yes, I have enough to upgrade the belts. Oh, and lubricant. So far so good. It's working pretty well, this system here. Does take a little bit of managing on sort of slowing down as we get closer. And steering as we move. That's our battery farm. Yeah, you know what I need? I need one of these. Yeah, so I can't even keep track of the number of nested distractions we're at. This is certainly a distraction. We were supposed to do copper, and then we realized that we can't even build the new copper factory because we don't have enough Caterium wire. So we need to figure out why we don't have enough Caterium wire. But if it takes 2 to get there, back, it'll never be enough. If it takes 2 to get there, well, the point is that if it says something per minute, then it should factor in all the variables. The question is this full? No. So here we definitely have a problem. Outgoing rate. Well, that's a big fat lie, isn't it? So anyway, we definitely see that here's a problem. It's the fact that it's not coming in fast enough. And what we need is we need to convert you into a Mark 3 miner. Can we build that? Oh, we got particle accelerator. Kinda, yeah, we can. Okay, so let's... Speeding up. Miner Mark 2. Something holding the belt speed. Oh, another autosave. $720. Technically, it can be faster. Yes, this is definitely not fast enough, so something. There might be a little bit of up here. Come on, you can do it. No, you cannot do it. Why? Who built this damn thing? Someone who was flying at the time. Oh, come on. I think this might be not snapping. No? What? This is lift for coal, not for Caterium. It very much looks like Caterium to me. Oh, right, that's the fuel. Yes, you're right. There we go. Does that make it look better? There we go, now it's spinning. So that will allow us to at least have more in here. Whether the truck can support it or not, I don't know. Okay, so let's see when another truck comes in, because then it's going to be truck capacity. You are empty and happy, and I am going to land. Oops. I'm going to land gently on top. There we go. And hitch a ride back. 1400 and something. Oh, it took 400 out. Oh, it took 800 out. Something out. More out. Even more out. Basically all of it out. And you have 1800 and something. Oh no. Okay, so it's... This would definitely be a full truck if... No fuel station. Nope, it's not going to get fuel out here. It's wasted. It should get fuel back home. So this gives us more Caterium inbound. Unfortunately, more Caterium inbound isn't really going to do any... Well, it's going to do something. Yeah, it might solve it. We don't really know. So, what do we need? We need some... Yeah. And some iron plates. Rods. Reinforced iron plates. Steel beams and quick wire. So we're going over for the steel beams. And then we're going to monitor how the Kacharim is working. Because right now our issue was that it was designed to consume 450, but it wasn't getting 450 inbound. 2 times in one stream. This is why we have the don't lose anything when you die, because otherwise that would be sad. It's an experimental lift here, so it has a few kinks to iron out before it's going into production. And why is... oh, right here. This one. Steel beam. Cool. And then go to the quick wire. Ugh, look like light is broken here. Nope, that's coming in. Just slowly. Way too slowly. Way too close. This one. This is unloaded, also good. Wow. Oh no. Yeah. So the question is whether you can come back before this one runs out. Probably not, but maybe next time. How long time will this take? It says 1500 items per minute, which is a little bit of an exaggeration, I think. But this is basically 900, so it's going to be taking 2 minutes for this to empty. Because that's the speed that it's emptying at. Oh, it's is it 480 or is it 450? 480. So it's empty at 480. Then this was about 2 minutes until it gets done. And the question is, can it come back here in 2 minutes? Nope, not really. But 24 stacks per minute, this sounds good. Could I look? I can't. There's no way for me to look at the trucks, the vehicle locations without having a vehicle. Luckily we have a vehicle, right? So, look at that. Queue. Open. Fuel per tip, no fuel. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that there would be one more column that would say round trip, last round trip, 2 minutes and 38 seconds or something like that. That would actually be really useful. Alas. Yeah, it's pretty clearly not coming in. Where are you at? You're not even reached it yet. It's just lying to us. Yeah, so this is definitely a big fat lie, this one. Driving? Is it though? Derping. Come on. You can do it. Maybe I should just get another one. Isn't that easier? How can I just not place it correctly? There. Well, we have 2 now. And we're outsourcing again. And these autosaves are starting to take a little bit of time. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, that's something else. Okay, we have another problem, and that's the fact that these are emptying before I can actually consume anything. Okay, 2005. Oh, so dopey. So bad. It's just ridiculous. And my God, they're bad. I mean, they're fun, but wow. All right, so you unload now. Zoop. Still more to be unloaded. Okay, now it's empty. And here. That seems good. Now it's a full lane in. What? Even 2 of them can't do a round trip in 2 minutes. Huh. Yeah, but it's also okay to do more than 2 minutes. This is 8, 16 more, 24 stacks, and that's divided by, it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 stacks per minute, so it'll be like 5 minutes. That should be fine. But you are just god awful. Why are you waiting so long? Now I have to catch this one because that's the only way to unload these. How much? Okay, you don't have that. Let's see. And that's the other tractor coming in. So they seem to be pretty well spaced out currently. Let's wait for the other one to come in, and that should be coming in before this empties. And if that's the case, happy. But these numbers, they're just random number generator, it seems. They have nothing, no connection with reality at least. That should be ours. Let's see if it also bumps into this one. It probably does. And it has 2,500, so it actually works in terms of getting it. And go. Consistency is king. I guarantee you that's not how I recorded the path. We're humping the pillar. Yeah, it's already emptying. A tractor has needs. True. Yeah, so it's empty. And you have very much a full set here. And that should now mean that it is a full line in for everything now. The problem is this takes forever to saturate up here. So I can't really get anywhere until I stop one of these. But at least now we know that we have a full lane inbound. Like, upgrading this wouldn't really make sense, would it? A little bit of sense. Let's make it a little bit more sense. Yeah, overclock the factory more. That's exactly what we do now. So this is 5, 4. Gets updated. That gets updated. That gets updated. Is that a thing? No, this one shouldn't be. Now we have to be mindful that we might run into some capacity on some belts. So now I need to get to what do we think? What if we say it's 720? I know it's 780 for the belts. Divided by 8. That means they have to do consume 90 each. Can you consume 90? Yeah, you can. Cool. But that also means faster build. There. And that means 30. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 30. That's 120. Okay, so that is now 240 ingots outbound. Then I am sure that this is the inbound here is not. This is the inbound, right? I can't remember. This is inbound, yeah? Is it? Why do I not remember anything? Comes in from that side. Yes. Okay, so these are inbound. Okay, so they need to be upgraded. Otherwise, it's just not keeping up. But the outbounds don't need to be updated. These just need 90 inbound each, so they were actually not even here. Oh, it's actually going through. It doesn't have an inserter there. Lying around the smelters. Yeah. I mean, obviously we need to upgrade everything here. This outbound belt is going to be 240. Yeah, yeah. There. And there. Good. Then, now we need to figure out how. If I'm getting, what is it, 30 out of these, then you have to consume 30. That's a little bit too much. No, oh shoot, you can't even consume 30. Wow. You can. And that gets 150 out, but 8 times 150 is a little bit too much. A little bit too much. Or is it? Okay. So you're now consuming 30 inbound, so this here is fine as level 1, but this is not fine as level 1. It's okay because it's not level 1, it's level 5 for all of them. Okay. So the only thing missing is... Oh, hello. Box of shame. How shameful. Oh, do we have more boxes of shame? Yeah, we do have more boxes of shame. Damn. Right. But now it's coming out way too quick. So I actually need to branch this one out. 1, 2. No. Let's see. 1, 2. From here to here. I don't need to vent these, so doesn't make a difference. Let's see. 1, 2, yes, and these two are so apparently not at all nearby as nearly as good. That's just because these belts are not saturated yet. I should see a saturation here, and therefore more flowing downwards. Yeah. Ah, boxes of shame. Oh, that's a million boxes of shame. That's horrible. Oh no. So this is what you were talking about. No boxes that way. Lots of boxes that way. Yeah. More boxes. Is that downward? Where might it be? Oh, there it is. Good stuff. More boxes of shame? No. This one's good. Oh, interesting. What are you doing? Huh. What are you doing? Why are they up here? It's odd. So, also smelters, they have ore in the same way. Oh no. Oh yeah. It's the bigger problem because I can't really just get rid of that so easily. There it is. It's odd. Don't really understand it. Good-ish, but I saw there was a box of shame somewhere. I see a box of shame here. Oh. Okay, how are we doing here? This looks like it's still keeping up 1000 per minute. That sounds good. And we are now definitely getting enough. And so we can casually go back to our thing we did before. Yeah. So whatever this one was feeding just took a little bit of a break. This is now happy. Okay, so we fixed that. Now we just have to remember what we were supposed to do before we had to fix things. Outside the container factory on the left side. Ugh. Sorry. They will have to endure for now. Nope. Still nope. There we go. I'm wondering how to get the copper in. Okay. Trucks. Depends. Let's do it this way. Starter. So that's one. And then next is smelter. Generate smelter. And snap to blueprint. 1, 2, and 3. And then big storage. Snap to blueprint. Done. I mean, I think this is just very, very nice that it works like this. Hmm. This must be it. Funny how I can't select the other one. And I have to do this. Let's go and connect it so we can fly above it. You, two. You, and the last one. Good. So now we should be able to fly everywhere here. Yes, we are. And that should make it easier for us to place the power poles. Or, sorry, not the power poles, but yeah. I mean, it's here. Or yeah. And so, I like the way your blueprint style matches the factory layout. By the way, if we're working with towers. Yep, thank you. I think that I'm also really happy about the blueprint layout and how that works. There are a few kinks that I'd like to iron out for sort of a next iteration. If there ever will be a next iteration. Oh, that was a mistake. There you go, take that out. Then I take you out. And light. Damn. So now we've not connected the belts, or upgraded the belts for that matter. Now we can see if they are getting copied because they changed to yellow. So what games are you guys looking most forward to? For me, it's actually Icarus that I'm looking the most forward to right now. Let's see, do we have one belt in here? Of course, that's I'm not talking about belts that actually exist, not like so naive things like Factorio and Dyson Sphere that we don't know when will happen. City Skylines, yeah, I think that I watched a bit of Kibit's 24-hour stream, and it's quite clear that he knows what he's doing in that game. And you'd expect that a game, City Skylines 2, is going to be more of the same, and not a shift like Darkest Dungeon 1 versus Darkest Dungeon 2, where it's a completely new game and there are really not that many transferable skills. And that means that if I jump into City Skylines 2, then I might just be having, well, a bad time because I'm just not, I haven't played City Skylines 1. And maybe that's something that you should be doing. But on the other hand, I can't really see myself like taking a week of just